Choke slam on Booker. Sid had the devil's curly hair. I'm going to turn on Super Omnibox.
We use that stuff.
We're playing Game Boy.
Okay, that's low-key pretty good. It also has a video game.
Come on. Oh, come on now. We're taking you so long to get here. Come on faster now. Hit the
Some people remember Houston.
hit things.
Underrated. Okay. I gotta tell you, from the experience I'm having, feels pretty rated to me. It says, despite the crap people said about the 1996 Mission Impossible movie, I still loved it. Despite all the crap people said about the N64 PlayStation game, I still loved it. And despite the crap people say about this game, I still love it. Pros, espionage gameplay. Cons, can't replay levels. Graphics. You've really got to hand it to Rebellion for making these excellent graphics. Everything looks dark and moody during night levels and bright during desert levels. The animation is top-notch. Shoot a guy, watch him fly back, and try not to say wow when you see the animation.
Wow.
Wow. Excellent graphics, excellent animation, excellent everything. Cons, the camera angle blocks your view of certain areas. He says the sound effects are bad, and you can't turn the volume down. I'm not enjoying myself. Hey, it says, look, let me tell you.
Look, let me tell you. Well, I'm going to go look at Spotrac right now. Look at all the NFL transactions for the day. See what comes up. Spotrac, NFL transactions. August 27th. Okay. A lot of players waived today. Denver Broncos. Oh my God. Logan Thomas, tight end, released from San Francisco. Okay. Let's look at Logan Thomas's contract. He's from Virginia Tech. And career earnings. Logan Thomas cut today by the 49ers. Is he a poor boy? After 8 years, does he have 8 million? How many millions does he have? 27 million. The 49ers gave him 300,000 for what? He didn't even put for what? Giving people $300,000 and then cutting them is why we can't pay Trent Williams. Anymore. So the 27, a wall of Falcons, a wall of Bills. There's probably 200 people released today. I'd say 10 per team. Maybe almost 300 releases today. And I've seen one 49ers. They've cut one. And now here we go. Here we go. I got the list of 49ers who got cut. Samuel Womack, cornerback. Braden Willis, tight end. Cody Schrader, running back. Mason Peline, tight end. Drake Nugent, center. Tay Martin, wide receiver. Jalen Mahoney, safety. Cameron Latu has been cut. They're cutting the Islanders. Oh wow, they cut. Wow. Okay, Ben Birch, guard. Chris Hubbard, right tackle. T.Y. McGill, defensive tackle. Brandon Parker, right tackle. Eric Sabert, tight end, released. Trent Taylor, wide receiver from Cincinnati. He got cut. Trent Taylor got cut, and he had a lot of the competitive. He's the reason the Josh Dobbs looked so good. Okay. Crazy. Trent Taylor is gone. Tracy Walker, safety, is gone. Nick Williams, defensive tackle. Rock Ya-Sin, cornerback, released. Isaac Alarcon, cut. Evan Anderson, defensive tackle, cut. Alex Barnett, defensive end, cut. Shaquille Brown, defensive tackle, cut. Jonathan Garvin, outside linebacker, cut. There's no quarterbacks. They didn't remove. There's no quarterbacks coming off this list. Jennett Kingston, guard. Sebastian Gutierrez, left tackle. I'm scrolling down. I don't really want to see who got cut from the Bengals, but ooh, it's scary. I'm looking for it. Here we go. Who got cut on the Bengals today? Kendrick Pryor, wide receiver. Shaka Hayward, outside linebacker. Devin Harper, inside linebacker. Cam Grady, tight end. Carlos Davis, defensive tackle. Nate Gilliam, guard. Dominique Davis, defensive tackle. Elijah Collins, a running back. Devon Cochran, right tackle. Cole Burgess, wide receiver. Nate Burks, quarterback. Logan Woodside, quarterback. Bengals release a quarterback today. Jalen Davis, cornerback. Very short list of Bengals. Now we have the 49. I'm eyeballing the Raiders. Who got cut on the Raiders? So many. Sincere McCormick, running back. And passing the Eagles cuts of the day. Not even thinking about them. As I scroll down, my list is getting laggy. Mixed bag all the way to start the day. The Jaguars got their cuts in early. A lot of transactions today. I read the 49ers. What else matters? Nothing.
says 2 employees were killed and 1 was seriously hurt. Fox says Tyler figured his life at the airport with what we know Tyler.
Yeah, Christine, good afternoon to you. Aircraft maintenance took a tragic turn early this morning here at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. A deadly accident happened here at this Delta facility known as TechOps. The airline has confirmed 2 employees were killed and a third was seriously injured in some sort of accident while doing maintenance work.
Tire exploded.
A deadly mishap at Delta Airlines sprawling maintenance facility at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport claimed the lives of 2 employees Tuesday morning and sent a third to the hospital. Delta says the deadly incident happened inside its TechOps wheel and brake shop. Sources tell Fox 5 wheel maintenance went wrong and a tire exploded around 5 Tuesday morning. Kyle Bailey is a former FAA safety expert who says it's shocking that an incident like this claimed lives.
These things explode, these things malfunction. People make mistakes, it happens. But sadly, in this case, 2 people were killed.
In a letter, a Delta TechOps leader told employees that the news is heartbreaking. The letter says the airline is, quote, extending our full support to their families at this difficult time and conducting an investigation to determine what happened.
Even Delta maintenance center, there are so many things going on at one time. There are so many safety procedures. And a lot of time, we're focused on the serious things. Running heavy engines, jacking airplanes up, something like a tire blowing, something very
How many subs does your Ronaldo have now? I mean, the guy's coming on strong. Is he at 50 million? He's at 49.6 million. I'm disappointed. Okay. 49. You fuck the 49ers. Okay. He'll be at 50 real soon. Let's look at the channel real quick. Do the math. This channel was started on July 8th, 2024. July, August. On New Year's, he'll hit 200 million on New Year's, maybe. About my birthday, by the end of winter, Ronaldo should be at. Christmas comes late this year. Yes, that's right. Brody Brazil says Levi Stadium gets a $200 million upgrade. Okay. There's a W in the chat. What's up? Whoa, Nate Detroit, how you doing? Now that's a name I haven't seen in a long time. A long. Hey, brother. I went over who the 49ers cut today. Today we let go of Trent Taylor and a bunch of losers. It's Tuesday. That's the name of the show. I'm poor. Videos are similar to like my trailer. Did you comment on my trailer? Because do I have anything similar to like my channel trailer in the works? Not really. About to end, like the About to End show. It was live. I was live. Years ago, yeah. I might post a picture like new AI doesn't have much movement in it. Haven't been that advanced. See widget. Nope. Media. Is there anything in here? What do I got? Maybe this is here, this is a good one. Just the type of content I shouldn't be posting. I might shoot my dick off, bro. Yeah, that's a 9mm. When you run around at night in Afghanistan, you have to put down the assault rifle and just run with a pistol. That's how you do it. Well, I remember running around at night in nothing but a t-shirt with my pistol. Bro, those are the days, man. Y'all can fantasize about being that wild, bro. My wild days. Now, I do have one picture of me without my shirt and my rifle, but that's not here. That's not here. I'm not digging for it, though. Uh-oh, I'm digging for it now. Let me hide that for a second. See, I got my collection of pictures here. Like inside a cockpit of a C-130. Here's my ex-wife handing me a lighter. Okay. Haircut. This one's good. I'm throwing trash. That's a good picture. This picture right here. World's largest open trash pit. Throwing the mail in the trash, baby. We have straight burning U.S. mail. Here we go. Meet Redskin cheerleader. And my favorite pictures. Here's my bunk. All my stuff. Okay. Great pictures, brother. This is the GameCube set up. The GameCube, the barbecue day. Barbecue day. Ex-wife looking good. Ex-wife looking good. Friends looking good. Alan doesn't never look good. Here's my boy Ray Dog. It's Ray Dog. The Ray Dog. Okay. Robin Williams. Robin Williams. More trash. Burning more trash. Okay. I'm working on a computer. Working on a computer. Standing on a tank. Standing on a tank. Washington Redskin cheerleaders. Redskin cheerleaders. The Game Boy set up in Afghanistan. This is playing games in Afghanistan. Here's me with my Viagra hat. Dirty pictures. Can't find the one I want. Maybe I'm lucky. Daughter. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. You might even, yeah, some Redskin, that belongs in the NFL, bro. That picture belongs in the NFL Hall of Fame, bro. The women's contribution to the war. That's right. Pictures. Here's my cousin. Cousin, different girl. Girls, family girls. Girls in my family. Not one of them is gonna hook me up with their girlfriend. Some bitches. Every bitch in my family. They think you're just gonna go find a woman off the street. That's what they think. That's what they think. When I did find my woman, right? When I do have a woman, I go for regular women. But while they got me on the street looking for women, do you know what kind of women I come home with on the street? Yes. Picture of a cat. Don't know who that is. There's me with no shirt. Oh. Nice picture with my beret, which I lost. My beret should be here in my room. See, this is a beret. So, remove kebab, okay? I'm still authorized to wear it. I can legally wear the uniform and the beret, bro. It is nice. It is nice. But you have to spend a percentage of your budget on your gear, and I don't like to do that. So all I have left is my original gear. Bro, I sure wish I had a full fucking loadout, damn it, I'll tell you that. 4 new pairs of pants, 2 new tops, at least 2 hats, a raincoat, a Gore-Tex, a field jacket, a flak jacket. Nobody takes flak jacket home, but hey. I don't want to pay $1,000 for a World War II flak jacket because they still use the same old. You can still use the old flak jacket. I mean, they look good. Listen, you stay warm. The gear is nice. The gear is nice. You go, your fancy pants, your hat, they don't. These get the job done. This is the gear. Okay. That's the rest of it's kind of like a skin. You know. I can equip gloves. These count as a weapon. This is a weapon. This is my precious. All the other stuff, nobody puts their gloves in the washing machine, bro. You know what I'm saying? These gloves have never been washed in 40 years, in 20 years, and I'm never gonna wash them. You know, I'm gonna touch myself like. And I've had at least 4 pairs of gloves, and lucky I had. After losing everything, you don't know what the last thing's gonna be. I got shoelaces, desert boot shoelaces. I hope to recycle them. Should I handle Dory with my gloves? Got 1 pair of camo pants. I need to wash them. I almost did laundry last night. This close. Let's listen to the radio for a second. It's on ads. European camo is black. Desert camo, these are not desert gloves. In the desert, you wear tan gloves. These are European. I'm trained to fight in Europe. Oakland is Oakland's big. Oakland is so big that without a central, if nobody's going to a central location, like a baseball game or a football game, then people just are going to spread out. And Oakland has no center. The city center is probably, I mean, it's not good, you know, to be where everybody, Yeah, you better spread out in Oakland. That's what I'm saying. Okay, all the bad people are mingling. Oakland is getting bigger because the people are not shrinking into the. San Francisco is a shrinking city with no room to expand. I fear Oakland is just, they have more land. I could be wrong. Let's double check how big is Oakland? San Francisco is 49 square miles. That's why we're called the 49ers. Oakland is 78 square miles. That's a lot big. That's a lot bigger. It's got 55 square miles of land, 22 square miles of water. San Francisco in miles is 47.35 miles. The Posey Tunnel, I don't know where the Posey Tunnel is, so let me. Alameda, the island. I've been out there. I've been close to it. Alameda is pretty big. Only one Safeway on the whole island. That's kind of crazy. I don't. Alameda is like something San Francisco would like. Like, oh, we wish we had a big Catalina style, but instead, everything north of Sausalito, or north of the Golden Gate Bridge is really that's our Alameda. If we're filthy rich, we party across the Golden Gate, and if Oakland is half decent, they might hang out in Alameda. So I guess there's 4 major land masses in this conversation. The USS Hornet is out there, huh? It's not the USS Wasp. That sunk. Yeah. The Wasp sunk. I'm poor. I think I got $90. I spent too much on dope. But I have excess dope right now. I'm in the excess dope where I will not need to re-up. I went on my first nuclear submarine when I was 8 years old. That's right. We go down to Long Beach at Fleet Week, and I was on an aircraft carrier. I was 8 years old. I don't even know what aircraft carrier it was, bro. That's kind of bad. It's kind of bad when you've been on an aircraft carrier and you don't know which one it was. You don't even know which one it was, man. when my grandpa, he always wanted to go to like the George Patton Museum, the big, army museums. Been to the Gettysburg Museum in Atlanta. When I was 8 years old, we did a lot of that. That was during the divorce, when we didn't want to be at home because Dad wasn't still around. Gotta hide from Dad. My dad was a 70s meme lord. He had all the wisecracks. The Gettysburg Museum is not in Gettysburg. This is large circular room. It's similar to the Hall of Presidents at Disneyland, where the battlefield rotates in front of you. I'm not sure exactly where it was. I know it's in Atlanta. It's like Five Nights at Freddy's, but it was the Civil War, and it was a giant spinning stage, and there would be like at least 300 animatronics, like Chuck E. Cheese, Abraham Lincoln. Last time I was in Stone Mountain in 2017. And 2013. So I've been to Stone Mountain twice. I didn't even try to dig in the dirt. I mean, it's not really like a solid rock. It's just a regular mountain. When Ted Turner is a god after his death, maybe they'll respect the Teds. But Ted he's a fake Ted. There's no Ted on his birth certificate. Georgia Tech is good. Technology saved the riots, like as they brought in the Atlanta Falcons and they created a Turner Network. The Turner Network was created by Georgia Tech. The Turner Network was created to stop Martin Luther King from stomping around. So Martin Luther King, he might have even been to a Falcon game. If he didn't die too young, he would have been flipping the coin at the Falcons game, bro. But at the time, pro football was moving into Memphis. It's funny how I think this way, but they put the Titans are big because Memphis is big. That's where all the people are. The Titans have two good quarterbacks, Will Levis, and the Steelers are wishing they still had Mason Rudolph, because Mason Rudolph is going to push these Titans. If he's coming in off the bench, you better be scared. Mason Rudolph is playing for his career. I've never seen that type of stuff. I'm from California. We don't have Klan rallies. I don't even think about those people. Like I always forget, as those people will cease to exist. That's right. That's right. Montenegro is the only mountain I care about. We already know this. Joe Montenegro. Joe Montana. Joe Black Mountain. Montenegro. Simon Belmont. He's the hero of Castlevania. Bell Mountain. Bell Mountain. I am a Belmont. I am a dragon slayer. I was born a dragon. Only a dragon can kill a dragon. That's the rules of the House of Dragon. The King of England. Like even the King of England is a dragon. Which one? Iran has a bunch of borders, but most of the what they call the smuggling goes out the Persepolis, near east of Persepolis, you know, into southern Afghanistan, because Afghanistan doesn't reach the ocean, because there's a country underneath Afghanistan that isn't on the map. They never. It's called Balochistan. Baluch. The Baluch are the people who live down there, and they fight with Pakistan all the time. Yeah. The time they'll blow up your tower on the border. You have people. It's a bit border patrol. They might just blow up everybody and then come through. They always wipe out the whole post every time on the border of Baluchistan and Iran. They'll wipe out the entire post. The sentries. They won't come into the city, but they'll knock out the sentries. Okay, they're gonna knock out your sentries. Some of the Marines just got knocked south of Jordan. That was like 2 months ago. So when I was in Afghanistan, we never worked at the main gate. We had Romanians at the main gate because nobody wants to knock the Romanians. You don't want to, you know, if you put American soldiers at the main gate, they're gonna fucking rocket that shit. So that's why you use a coalition, and you use Afghans to guard it for you. So most of my invasion to Afghanistan was paying off them to not attack or to attack themselves. I think we allied with the Taliban to suppress Al-Qaeda. The Romanians, I don't think they had many vehicles. There was 200 Romanians and 2 girls. They didn't have a lot of, and they did base operations like guarding the gate and working in the kitchen. Okay, it was 2002 Romanian army. They were just kissing ass so they can get into NATO. And now guess what? I've known it the whole time. You don't have to tell me who my teammates are. The Romanians, they're with us. So, you know, fuck what Americans think. We already got the Romanians on our side. Serbia thinks the Romanians or Bulgaria is going to save their ass. But no, there are Asians now. You heard the British drive Range Rovers. Everything I drove had a wheel on the left side. I drove a piece of crap. We rented little trucks. The Germans really didn't have gas to drive anything, but the Germans were the best at making rockets, dumb rockets that just like have no aim. They just shoot rockets. They had a lot of rockets. They could produce a lot of rockets. Rockets killed more. They got more kills with rockets than with bullets. The screaming memes. My grandpa said he was attacked by screaming memes, which is like a rocket that shoots 5 times. So every time this rocket would be coming, you'd hear 5 of them coming. You don't know what they're gonna hit. I drove Humvees too. Nobody likes driving a Humvee, dude. It goes about 45 miles an hour, okay? They flip over. You drive them like you want to crash them. I've been with soldiers who drive through the bad off-roaders just trying to destroy a Humvee. We've had injuries in our unit from bad drivings of Humvees. These vehicles, they're not crash test protected. There's no fucking airbag, okay? You understand that? There's no airbag in a Humvee, boy. These little shits. You know what? You little ass wipes. You want to drive 100 miles an hour. You wouldn't last 40 miles an hour in a Humvee without a fucking airbag. I swear I've seen careers end off a Humvee crash. You don't play. It's not a toy. You think it's like you're an action figure inside it. No, a Humvee is the last thing you want to be in a crash, especially if it's got felt. If there's no body armor on it. Most of them have cloth doors and plastic windows with zippers and shit. Yeah, and our Humvees were from 1988, or like the engine block would say 1986. So we were in 20-year-old shit already. Well, Iraq is pretty flat. What are you gonna hit? If you're going 80s, yeah, that's Iraq. That's not going through the bushes, going 80 up a mountain in Texas. I'm off-roading. I'm talking about off-roading, okay? When you're trying to destroy your company vehicle. I've seen a guy, a forklift. You can raise the top. This guy was going like 50 miles in a forklift over bumps, and the forklift was going like this, and he almost died. Ken Klebe from Sacramento, you fool. Well, the ammo trailer will probably keep you from flipping. Actually, it'll hold the back down. You can jackknife it, but you're much less likely to roll over with the ammo trailer. I've been in the back of a 5-ton truck, drill sergeant trying to kill everybody in the back going over bumps, man. You were not a human being. You were property of the, you are a piece of equipment. The human being is the Army's greatest equipment. Without a human being, you are not an army. You could, a bunch of robots killing people is not an army. Without humans, it's not an army. I always got tickets in Texas. I never got tickets except in Texas. If I didn't get 2 or 3 tickets, I might still be married. Because I could have kept driving my car and got a goddamn job. But then, was it completely fucking flat broke as a first-time father, I might still be married. Frag your own grenade, huh? Frag your own ammo to get the CO in trouble. I swear they gave me grenades. I had more than one grenades are fun. Yeah, right. Because I can't throw a baseball to first base. I can't throw a baseball to first base, but I qualified with a grenade. The lack of grenade violence in America for the last 50 years has just been incredible. I mean, maybe back in the 70s, grenades were still going off. Not anymore. They were still using grenades in Vietnam. When did Vietnam end? That's a loaded question. It did end, but many wars, haven't ended yet. So, but it's still hard to figure out what the end was. There was still fighting out in the 80s. They're still fighting over there. Yeah. They have one commander who's been there in charge for 75 years. They have one commander. He's been leading since 1949. They're the original leaders. This is like in between Bangladesh and Thailand. Burma? Nope, there's no intel, dude. No, there's no intel. Nobody is following that bullshit, dude. It's a bunch of losers fighting for it. There's a bunch of losers. I went to the church. I got a church made by the people. And do you think I would put it in a bag? I couldn't afford the bag. I can't afford the bag, let alone the goddamn food inside it. And I'm a little disappointed. I think this is a peanut butter with jelly. Oh, I really don't want to eat that right now. Am I gonna lose another sub? Come on. Hell, I'm trying to lose another sub. Hook a brother up. I'm trying to lose a sub. You told me the story about a Romanian soldier that drowned in the cesspool at Bagram. I didn't file that away, Mike. I'll file that away now. But I can't add that story to my distribution. You know, this is my office. I distribute information. I try to get firsthand, but that first encounters are being relayed. He made a bet he could swim in the cesspool and lost. This is my scratch. See how it has a scratch right there? It should say vape, but I scratched it. So the scratched one always hits really long, hard. That's my old. So this one is not scratched, right? This one only gives a couple hits and then it wants to charge again. My quarterback, my backup quarterback in high school was a fighter pilot. I'm proud of him. One of the guys, Amiri Evans, his kid Evans is playing for the Penn State Nittany Lions. It's pretty nice to look and see your Army friends. Their kids are getting successful, some of them, but he's like a freshman at Penn State right now. Number 7, Amiri Evans, real skinny. And his dad wasn't like that. His dad's from Ohio. I met a lot of people from Ohio. If a lot is 5, but when it's all at the same time, and they knew each other in Ohio. They went to high school with each other, you know. So I'm rooting for them this year. I hate them. I hate Penn State. I've been to the Nittany Lions game and I've seen the Penn State win in Los Angeles. It was an upset. We went to it was a competitive game. We thought the Trojans would win. My family. It was probably the last time I went to a football game with my family. Week 0 is it now? This week, it's kind of trash. It's kind of trash week. Be yourself this week. Find time for yourself before the season starts. I'm trying to break out of my mold. You see me doing other things on Bingo. The new goal is to that's the goal. My goals in life. I should sit through that new Dave Bautista movie. The Cowboys are in Cleveland. That's right. Dak's gonna do 10 years. This might be year 9. How many years has Dak played? I expect Dak to do 10 years. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. This is like his eighth year. Watson. Hey, this is you. What? Watson. Watson's lucky he's playing at home. Tell you that. If the Cardinal, if even remember this fact. Remember this. The Buffalo, I think it's the Buffalo Bills and the Arizona Cardinals is the first week of the game. Cardinal fans think they play better on the road. So Cardinal fans, they would rather play in Buffalo than to have a home game for. So even Dallas. You think Dallas plays better on the road? I mean, they don't play bad at home. Like you can. Bad things happen everywhere to Cleveland, so the Browns should lose the game. The Browns should lose. I gotta take the Cowboys in that pick, but I actually said I think they're gonna tie. We're gonna see Cowboys and Browns tie because it's too early. I'm telling you right now, a tie game is almost as good as a playoff clinch in week one, because a win is just but you get a tie, that's called a tiebreaker. So the earlier you earn a tiebreaker, especially in a game that doesn't matter, like if they can get a tie versus the AFC, that doesn't affect their NFC, you know. It's a long shot. I like to call it a long shot. I predict every game will tie. Everybody wants the tie. Trust me. It's just the stakes are higher and the rewards are greater in an NFC AFC game. Honestly, the Jets could also tie. If no game ties on the first game, the Monday night game is going to be a very high probability to tie. So you better be praying somebody ties. You want to get the tie. Who do the Bengals play? Patriots? I got a tie alert. The Bengals and Patriots? Why would somebody win that game? Are you smoking? Look, nobody wins. That's what I believe. You want that. Because it still raises your win percentage. It doesn't hurt you. There's 6 AFC versus NFC games this week. The Denver and the Seahawks could tie. Steelers and Falcons, that game could tie. The Steelers tie a lot. This is pro football. We want the tie because it's unacceptable to lose. Okay? It's unacceptable to go for the loss. It's not possible to get the win sometimes. But you can tie a game that you are unable to win. And that is what a pro team will do. You'll be surprised in 2024 when you're learning about football and the meta. Okay? if you get a tie, you can you don't have to pay it. You get a better draft pick. You're guaranteed to not be the number one. A lot of people don't want to be the number one pick. This draft, whoever gets the number one pick in Pittsburgh next year is going to be the team that didn't have a tie, because there's going to be like a 1-win team and a 2-win team, and there's going to be a team with 1.5 with 1 win and 1 tie. That's what's going to happen, and everybody knows that if Pittsburgh doesn't get the tie, then they will be a front runner for the draft. And if the Patriots take the tie, you push everybody down. The 2 teams with a tie who decide to tie will push Pittsburgh down. You understand? Force it, especially if Pittsburgh doesn't want the first pick. We want them to think. We want their fans to see that they're the 20. They have no wins. They couldn't even get a tie. Now they're drafting number 1. But yeah, the Bengals are totally. This is a stomp game. I mean, it's a coming out game. If Joe doesn't get 4 touchdowns, then it'll be a little embarrassment, you know. It's a big Patriot game. Yeah, I know. I remember the 1991 Patriots versus Bengals Week 1. I thought the Bengals would win too. Not even close. That game was a blowout. I think. The Bengals, yeah, they should win. So watch this. I'm getting old, so when you're getting old, you don't need. No, it's in Atlanta. The Steelers are on the road in Atlanta. NFL schedule.
Here's what's coming up in the NFL for Week 1.
At 10 a.m., Pittsburgh's not a good team. Sorry. You got Pittsburgh in the sun. Indoor, it's indoors, so you won't be able to tell the sun is shining. But still, Pittsburgh's not a 10 o'clock team. They're a primetime team. Raiders at Chargers guarantees that there will be a win or a tie in the NFC West. We are guaranteed to see the Raiders or Chargers in first place. And we're okay. That's how it's rigged. There shouldn't be any, like Colts and Texans, Week 1 guarantees the NFC South a win or a tie. They don't have to take a loss. Then the Panthers game is also Panthers Saints. That guarantees the NFC South will have a win or a tie. But other divisions like the North, the Browns could lose. The Ravens could lose. Steelers could lose. The Bengals could lose. They're very potentially, after the first week of the season, there could be no wins in the NFC North, AFC North. You know, it's rigged. The system is rigged for the South this year. The South is guaranteed to be in the playoff hunt after week 1. Well, when I was a kid, we had USFL football in Los Angeles. It was the Express. I believe even Steve Young was there when in my time. LA. But the LA Express was also a pornographic magazine. They won 1980, 85. So, you know, I like LA in the USFL. I mean, I'm not into other cities that much. I couldn't even honestly name every team in the USFL. Memphis Showboats. The Showboats. I was watching Super Bowl 22 when Doug Williams got the start. I was a little confused. I didn't totally think Doug Williams should have played that game. It was a psyop. They could have. Williams didn't need to play, but it was a shaming ritual because Doug Williams was is like the backup of Steve Young. Jim Kelly, I saw him play a lot. He's a big guy. The Bills, man. I was still loving the Bills in '97 when the miracle in that Tennessee game. Oh, I was pissed off. I was watching the comeback. Tennessee. They screwed over so many people. You might think the Titans have never won. They've defeated every team in the league. You only get one. You only need. You have one. You only once a year. You're going to be happy. That's it. The 49ers will be happy at the Super Bowl. They won't be happy if they don't get there. The Jets will be happy if they win. That's it. You're not supposed to be happy every fucking game. Oh yeah, the 49ers cut Trent Taylor. I'm sure he was happy after he won, but not, why would he be happy? I want to look at his celebrations. Andre Reed, good player. But he wasn't the best. He wasn't the best was Steve Tasker. Yeah, the Taskmaster. Special teams. That's it. Now we don't have special team players. The special team player, we barely have punt returners or the kick returner. You know. I like NFL could switch to flag football just for kickoffs. honestly, that'd be fine. But they could have regular tackling on every other play, but they just have flags on kickoff. So it'd be the perfect. Jets have a long way to go. Even being healthy doesn't mean you're not. You can get hurt and still be. People will hurt you. You have to survive. You have to have backups. You have to not pad your stats. Keep something. Save something for the last. You can't. Week 1. Aaron Rodgers. Wisconsin, the Badgers play in Pasadena all the time. Aaron Rodgers never played in Pasadena. Aaron Rodgers will never be my favorite quarterback. No. Two. Maybe Joe Flacco will have a Tom Brady-like year. The Jets have survived for 50 years in the same city with the National League. If they say they're ready to go, they're ready to go. The Giants are not ready to go. New York can't be. I mean, obviously New York, the Jets roster could have made the playoffs practically last year, but they just didn't. So, I mean, they're still coming with the same. They're going to be an 8, 9, 10 win team. But they're not. They're not going to go 13. It's not going to be an elite year. Can't even stand watching Rodgers. Ugh. Ugh. My favorite quarterback is probably Carson Palmer. I'm going to get through a lot of doors with that one. Before Palmer, I liked Todd Marinovich as a prospect. I saw Troy Aikman in college. I did think Troy was okay. Troy had the most satisfying career as a prospect to the pros. The Panthers got really big on knocking out the Cowboys. Francis Fouts. I don't know who Dan is. Who is Dan Fouts? It's Francis Fouts. Okay. Who is Dan Fouts? I see this guy here. His name is Danielle Francis Fouts. I don't know anybody named Dan Fouts. All I know is that the Cincinnati Bengals ended Francis' career. You see, when they say San Francisco started their dynasty at Super Bowl 16, well, at the AFC Championship a week before, the day before Dwight Clark got the catch, at the Freezer Bowl, Danielle Francis Fouts, he played till 87, but he never got close again. The Bengals ended Eric Coryell era. We destroyed San Diego way before Super Bowl 29, bro. We ended Francis' career. There's only room for one. There's only room for one, and it's San Francisco, not Dan Francis Fouts. And he has media prep. Everybody wants to suck him off because he's a insider agent. He's the president of the Rose Bowl Invite Committee. Based upon merit, we will decline an invite to your shithole city, Penn State. Do you know what this guy did? He single-handedly chose to not invite Penn State year after year. And that's what I wanted him to do. But now he's old and senile. Yeah, quarterback of the Chargers. Yeah, quarterback of the Chargers. Eric Coryell. The team was all on meth. Everybody was methed out of their mind. Meth football. Are you saying Dan Francis ended the Cowboys dynasty? How? Lucky he's still alive at damn 73. I haven't even seen the guy in like 2 years. This guy doesn't even stick his head out. Okay, I haven't seen him since COVID. He probably took the shot. Dan Fouts was born in San Francisco. Oh, to Julian Bob Fouts. So his dad was Bob Fouts. Hi, I'm Bob Fouts. I'm from San Francisco. Oh, I'm here busting a nut. I'm gonna name my kid Francis. That's pathetic. That's sucking up. I'm gonna name my kid Francis. Bob Fouts. Bob Fouts. He has his own Wikipedia page. Born 1921, December 19th. He died 2019 at 97. He died at 97. He's having a sweet pulls, but when he was 22 years old in San Francisco. Okay, I don't see anybody else fucking real women and making real babies. Is that what they worship? That's what they worship in San Francisco. That's what they worship. That's what they want you to bring some women here and pop out some babies and name them Francis. You stooge. You stooge. You'll get preferential treatment from the NWO because Francis, because it's a giant cult. It's a cult of fucking German haters. Okay? Joe Montana. Old white Clark. Oh, that's Dwight. You wrote Dwight. Whatever. Can I call him White? White Clark? What's the difference? He played in 2 Super Bowls, right? Yeah. That's why winning the AFC Championship and ending San Francisco Fouts' career is bigger than the Super Bowl, because now the city Francisco carries the name, and the city is an embarrassment. We say the name in vain. San Francisco is a dirty word. There's people on the news named Francisco doing mass shootings and shit. These people named, they think they're special. They're not. John Taylor, is he in the Hall of Fame? Roger Craig's not even in the Hall of Fame. There would be no West Coast offense without Roger Craig's 2,000-yard seasons, 1,000 rushing, 1,000 passing. That's the basis of the West Coast offense, not Jerry Rice, Super Bowl 23 coming on late. What's the difference between 23 and 16? Because the Bengals, they were good at 16, but then Jerry Rice shows up at Super Bowl 23 and they win 29. They had a nice 6-year run under peak Jerry Rice. But the entire run was 10 years. Jerry Rice was about half of the time of the 49ers were at the peak. You know, you compare to the Steelers, their wide receivers played their four Super Bowls. Jerry played 4, but he lost one. Thank God. Could you imagine Jerry Rice with 4 Super Bowl rings? Because that's what he's trying to get. Almost be a coach. He's going to get. He'll 49ers will give him one if they win it this year. Yeah, of course. He'll come in. He's part of the. Ronnie Lott was there the whole time. Yeah. At least 5 Super Bowls, maybe. Let me double check. But that's the tip of the iceberg. You get really bored. He's a 4-time Super Bowl champion, including Super Bowl 29, Super Bowl 16. No, wait, 16, 19, 23, 24. 16, 19, 23, 24, 29. Those are the Super Bowls. Remember, the 49ers won Super Bowl 19 and 29. They didn't win Super Bowl 49. They didn't win Super Bowl 9. They didn't win Super Bowl. Did I forget one? 4, 2, 3, 1, 5. So this is technically Super Bowl 59. The 49ers have a habit of showing up when there's a 9 in the bowl. So it's a put up or shut up year. Are the Niners going to be there at 59? They're going to change their name that San Francisco 59ers. San Francisco 19ers. That's Stanford. That's winning in Stanford versus. Yeah, they're all fancy runners. Everybody, hey, look at me. I'm going to run with my knees high. Everybody know that's a form of taunting. Craig fell off fast, bro. That guy fell off. He's not in the Hall of Fame, though. He should be. But they traded for Garrison Hurst. And that was the biggest mistake, letting Ricky Waters go for Bengals Garrison Hurst. They could have taken Eric Bieniemy. World famous Kansas City Chiefs Eric Bieniemy, offensive coordinator. That was a good running back. Every year is the Cowboys' year. I'll be excited. I hope to be excited by their play when I see it, because I need them to beat Cleveland. I am a Bengals fan. I don't think the Bengals will win it this year, but hey, we get it when they might. If somebody else fucks up, if the Ravens fuck up, if the Chiefs fuck up, the Bengals will be there. Eric Bieniemy, that guy was good. Good player. I didn't see him that much. I mean, I knew he was on the team. I might have had it. I think I had his football card, his rookie card. Probably had his rookie card. My card collection, I might have an Eric Bieniemy in the box behind me. I'm not opening up the cards right now. So it's just me and you hanging out. Doctor Who, what and where, or whatever. Forget who I've been told. But who was here in the first place? Was it you the whole time? Nate Detroit was here. New comment, swiping down. Ricky Waters, he did good in the Seahawks. I mean, the guy was still doing good. Yeah. And before that, the Seahawks are not fun to watch. but everybody knew how good Eric was. I mean, he's been taking handoffs from Steve Young, so like he was the most electrifying player of 1995. Yeah. But then Ed McCaffrey's dad went to the Broncos, and he was a spitting image of Jerry Rice himself. "91 minutes. Holy smokes." I'll check the Kosovo news. Steve Young is still too busy hamming it up like he just won something. Idaho Guard Helicopter Battalion deployed to Kosovo. Soldiers from the Idaho National Guard's 1st of the 183rd Assault Helicopter Battalion left Idaho to prepare for deployment overseas. Nice. Usually, as I mentioned before, you would use Bengalish helicopter pilots. So, Idaho's taking jobs. No. Yeah, it's not close enough. The Giants won't make NBA's MLB standings. You're going to need 70 wins right now. If you don't have 70, the Mariners have 67. Detroit has 66. Mets have 68. Giants have 66. If you're not getting to 70 wins before the Mets, it's over. It's already over. They need 4 wins. The Mets need 2. The Cubs need 3 to hit 70. The Padres have 75 wins. That's 9 games. They're 9 games ahead of the Padres. They're playing. They're just playing. The Giants are gonna finish it like they weren't paying. Oh yeah, the standings. I guess we felt a little short. You know, the effort now wasn't here all year. Maybe paying Bumgarner last year meant they couldn't afford what they needed today. Because it was a miracle that they could even bring Bumgarner back, according to my radio. Any other details I could go over for today? We got helicopters in Kosovo now. End on a big note. It's a Tuesday. The only C on my jersey is Cincinnati. I don't wear a Cubs. I don't wear a Cubs. I don't wear a Bears hat. I like the letter C, a red Cincinnati red cap. I don't like the Cubs. Let's look at the Serbian news. You think Serbian news will mentioned the Kosovo development. And final lookup of the day. Tools, recent sort. House fire in northern Serbia kills 6. 4 children. ABC breaking news. House fire in northern Serbia kills 6. I was going. Look, I would have been running the post office in Kosovo. That's where I was headed. But instead, I ran the post office in Kandahar. They're really no different. Southern Afghanistan invasion point is no different than a Kosovo Balkan invasion point. I used to get phone calls from people in Kosovo because they'd be in the army. They'd be calling my unit. Yeah, we're in Kosovo. We're looking for people. New people in my unit would be like, "Oh, I'm not new in the army. I just came back from Kosovo. I was here." You know, my unit probably detached them. My unit detaches and detachable penis. Detachable penis. You know, I'm attracted to a brilliant mind, and you can only know so much living in the Arabic world. I've loved classified information my whole life. I've been picking up top secret shit since I was 4 years old. Once I realized where I was, why does everybody come to my town on New Year's? You realize the world revolves around one city. They'd say, do you think the world revolves around you? No, it revolves around Pasadena, the Rose Bowl, the National College Football National Championship, the Jackie Robinson Foundation, whites and blacks playing sports together. That's the modern world. If you don't kneel to Jackie Robinson, then you're not an enlightened mind. You don't have the information. For 100 years, there's been peace in Pasadena, and if you don't like it, go somewhere else. You're only going to find it here. Peace is the most expensive thing to have. And our neighbors' children, most of the kids who grew up after my glory days, I mean, I was pulling on girls, you know, and pulling triggers and, you know, doing missions, maintaining my loadout, training, socializing, driving my Chevy Malibu all over Texas. That's more than these kids can ever have. Tupac says Pasadena has gangbangers. They mentioned Pasadena in a couple famous of the best songs, like "The Little Old Lady from Pasadena" or California Knows How to Party by Tupac. It's not Santa Monica knows how to party, like South Park. Santa Monica is good to the homeless. Santa Monica is good to the homeless. Not Pasadena, no way. City of Santa Monica, it's not as hot as Compton. Santa Monica, that's also where the VA is. I go down there, get my teeth pulled, get my eyes checked. It's about 15 miles from my house, not convenient. Dude, look, cinnamon is garbage. It's all imitation. That's why they put so much of it on everything. Oh, whoa, that's too much cinnamon. Nobody ever said that, because it's like a byproduct of high fructose corn syrup. Orange County is bigger than LA. That's because when LA became a city, when Compton and Pasadena joined, they're the oldest parts of LA. They couldn't take south of Compton because there was like indigenous people who wanted to fight, and it was peacefully negotiated over the years, but there could have been war on over here, yeah, but nothing to fund it. They were unfunded opposition in South Los Angeles, the original indigenous Latinos. South, that's not Long Beach. Long Beach is on our side. Long Beach is closer to Pasadena than it is. It's just protected. It's within the defense. We couldn't take more beach. We couldn't make LA bigger because those were not Americans. People who were not Americans were living over there. Oh, it's getting hot, and I went 103 minutes. You want to see me bite the sandwich? Bread. I think I can wrap up this episode. It's not really, there's no split on the top of the bread. I can make one with my finger. But bread. The crust is the good part. Too much jelly. Yeah, it was an accident. I walked by the church right while they're handing out sack lunches, and it came with a hard-boiled egg with my hard-boiled egg, dark shell. Church can't tell you this is peasant food. Who wants to pay for this shit when you get it free at the church? Okay. You get free potato chips like every day at the church. You should never, that's all the potato chips you need. Why would you? And this is the small bag. You know you're getting ripped off when you pay for the small one. So that's why it's the free one. Is there even any crumbs left in? A lot of people don't smoke and eat at the same time. Did I lose a sub yet? Come on now, I'm trying to go down. Does Ronaldo have 50 million yet? $49.7 million. Are you watching the Ronaldo sub counter? It's kind of big. So we get 49 million, 300,000 away versus the 320 million. This is Mr. Carolina Panther. It's not, look, it's not a beast, it's a panther, okay? He's from Carolina, okay? It's not a mistake, it's not an accident. Why do they call you Mr. Beast? It's not random. He works for the Panthers, okay? Why are the Panthers popular right now? The Panthers, these are the same people. I know who these people are. These are the same people that got the Slim Jim factory moved. They're the same people that paid Cincinnati to move Chiquita headquarters to Carolina. It's the same people. It's a new world order. It's the same people that got the Slim Jim factory. They used to put out, I don't want to say that. I would say Slim Jim, Chiquita, chocolate. That's what this mafia works in. A Beast Burger is no different than a Slim Jim. He barely speaks English. He barely speaks English. Yeah, we're gonna get 50 million subscribers tonight. Even iShowSpeed is just upset that his sub count stopped going up. So let's look at I. Look at the sub count. Breaking news. MDM. Was I watching this? Yeah. This other channel, right? There we go. We got the top. Top 50. What's his name's not even on it yet. iShowSpeed is not on it. He got that. So waiting for this guy to fall off. But this chat is awesome. If you ask this chat questions, it'll answer you. I recommend this AI is really good at answering questions. One of the best AI channels I've ever seen. Oh, good hit. Am I gonna make it to 2 hours? If Street Fighter 3 Third Strike is so good, how come they don't put in new heroes? If Barbie is so popular, how come you have to buy her friends? Dwarf Lord is live. I want to watch Dwarf Lord do Thaddeus. It's an Exoramus run. If you have positive, negative on the right side, positive on the left side. One player finally missed the jump on Thaddeus. It's a small world, but I wouldn't have to paint it. How many likes did I get on this episode? I don't know. I'll get Dory. Dory's gonna come and see how many people liked. One. Why is the carrot more orange than an orange? IC3. I have no form. I have no form. This is what Ryback does. Okay. Virgil was okay. I'm always happy to see him in the ring. You know, Virgil knows how to get a spot. Virgil was a good guy. Conan knows how to get a spot. He's trying to isolate the muscle. The back of your arm is the one muscle that you should work. Yeah. It's the only muscle I'm going to work. Yep. KY. Preparation H, and then you use K and Y. Ladder was in the show. Oh my God, ladder. My ladder. So you only have to blast your triceps twice a week. People singing happy birthday when the candle shop burns down. "30 seconds away." I've got the 2-hour stream. Barb is all swallowed up. Barb is swallowed up. All the ass. Arms fatigued. Just count. Do this right, dude. 24-inch pythons. Can we get a shot? Can't get my no arm, bro. Do a single set of lifts correctly. I did 24. I did 24. I feel all buzzed. I'm getting a buzz. I take off my shirt. In dramatic fashion. Now I should just sit and flex my chest. To the The ice is all gone. Am I tempted to watch Low Tier God while he is banned from Tekken? I am looking at Low Tier. I can't hear Dale's comments. I don't watch Shannon Sharp. I respect his show. I don't watch it. That's a good one. You get the best parking spot and just pretend you're leaving to see who wants to ask you to move. Psycho Sid had the devil's curly hair. Yeah, listen. I'll show you. Good shot of his hair. Where do? Curly hair. Oh my god, this guy's finishing Dungeon Magic. I want to watch it. Woe to thee. Woe to thee. It's time to just watch and do have my private time. I want to stream again and see the babes. Yeah. So I'll have more show later tonight. You're leaving. Science fiction can have your body now. Okay? So science fiction is flattered. I'll be back for more show when I'm on Bigo, the other app.